Vehicles. I'm Joe. This is Taylor. This is his car. Tell us a little bit about your car.
It's originally a 93 GTS 4 that was converted to rear-wheel drive. Front was converted to GTS-T style. Front steer only. It came to me wrecked, bought it, drove it for 6 months. The motor wasn't even bolted into it. Found that out after I started getting into it, and then did a full restoration on it. Took it back to factory, and then I said, you know what? Screw it, let's go wide body, and just went crazy with it. So I bought the VS Aero body kit, and then the VS TKYO overs, and then I actually trimmed and fitted the side skirts to the wide body to kind of give it its own unique look.
All right. So what have you done to the engine?
The bottom end's still stock. Nothing was done to that. The head was taken off, cleaned, and gone through, and then I had bigger injectors put on it, which are 1000 cc. We put the front-facing deep motor intake on it, the AGP 5757 turbos on it. Other than that, and then we did the split fire coil packs, and that's it.
What manifold is it?
On this one?
No, exhaust manifold.
Oh, exhaust manifold. Oh, sorry. It's a homemade, so doesn't really have anything. It's just kind of, I guess, a one of a kind.
Yeah. And what'd you say engine management you were running?
It's a Heltec ECU.
And you're also running the Heltec digital dash too, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And
That's
all
the racetrack
gauges?
IQ3.
Okay.
It's the Platinum Pro.
Okay. What are your future plans with this build?
Eventually, I want to take this 20 out, and I'm in the process of building a 3026 for it. This was going to be originally a drift car, so I didn't want too much power. It didn't really need to be to go sideways. And then that kind of took turns to want to go into different type of racing, and then I was like, I like street play, so I started playing with it on the street, and now I just kind of want to build an animal just to destroy other cars, you know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at now, is having fun with this one till it pops, and then have that big boy put in and have all the real fun.
Yeah, I definitely love the car. I love the build.
Thank you.
I remember seeing it when me and you first met. It was
nothing.
It was
nothing. It was scary.
It was scary. I was like, whoa, he has his hands full of this one, and I am amazed with the outcome of this vehicle. I mean,
it definitely has its flaws here and there. You know what I mean? It didn't go above and beyond with it, but it was made to be a track car, you know what I mean? It wasn't made to be a show queen. So it definitely gets the piss driven out of it.
Man, I definitely give it 2 thumbs up, man.
Thank you.
I really like the car. I like the build. I like where it was and where it came from. That, I mean...
Yeah, most people would probably throw this car away.
Yeah.
When they've seen it.
Yeah, it was...
So from where it's at now...
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm in love with it.
I'll grab the camera and walk around a little bit so you guys can see it. All right, you want to open it up so you can tell us a little bit about the interior?
Yeah. It's got the AEM boost and wideband gauges, the GK Tech Hydro. There's a IQ3 Street Dash.
Yeah, we'll get some video of that lit up.
And then my homie Shelby from End Performance hooked me up with all the carbon fiber. So shout out to him for that. Counter Steer is who tuned the car, so shout out to them. Outside of Garage, gotta love them. They always give the hookup on everything. We got the rear seat delete from Street Faction back there, along with the door cards from Street Faction. That's
to the rear of the vehicle. What wing are you running?
That's a Big Country Labs wing.
Okay.
Came off an S13.
And what back bumper is this?
That is part of the VS Aero body kit that I bought. It came with the front bumper, the side skirts. I forget the name of it at the moment.
And what size tire are you running on the rear?
305 on the rear.
305. And what's on the front?
265? I don't remember.
And what size are those?
255, sorry.
And what size are these brakes you got on this thing?
Those are 13.5 rotors, and those are 6-piston calipers.
Definitely love
Straight
the car.
from Rolo Face. Highly recommend. Excellent product.
Definitely love this car, man. It is amazing.
Of course, we got several things in the engine bay from Chase Bays. We got the power steering kit. We had the fuel line kit from them.
What size pump are you running in the tank?
The 341
341.
AEM.
Mishimoto oil cooler and intercooler. But yeah, we'll get you guys some street footage of this thing driving, going down the street. Hope you guys enjoy the video of this thing. I definitely love this car. First time I seen this thing, it was... We will have another video on that all by itself. An absolute build on this thing. We'll have it come out to the shop when I get the studio put up, and we will put it up on the green screen and show you guys from front to back on this car. I mean, if you seen where it came from to where it is now, you'd be like, wow. And he did it in a short period of time while fighting cancer. And
two and a half year build. And
yeah.
For close to 7 months, I was fighting a rare aggressive cancer, which I beat, thankfully.
Yeah.
And I was able to complete my build.
Yeah. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. We'll get some video of this thing rolling, and hope you guys enjoy this car as much as I do, because this thing is absolutely amazing. It sounds sweet going down the road. You want to fire it up for us and just give us a little few revs? Don't bounce it off rev limit or anything like that. Don't want you tearing nothing up. For me, anyways. When you're behind this thing, all you hear is turbo spool. The hood stack. Loving it. Loving it. Stay there, asshole.
Don't even think about it. I had an old lady pull out in front of me yesterday. I locked the brakes up on it.
Man, I was thinking about putting this in. I have one of these for my Mustang.
I like the wing clear.
It's the hood exit. I just couldn't bring myself to cut a hole in the carbon fiber hood, but now I might have to.
It's so worth it.
It's probably especially at night. I bet it
Oh, dude, shoots so many fireballs every shift. That's why it's hard to catch them during the day. But I mean, you can catch them faintly, but mostly it just looks like smoke blowing off. But at nighttime, it's just fire after fire after fire.
You know, this is my first time. I have 3 Skylines. This is my first time riding in the passenger seat of one.
How's it feel?
It's different.
Does it feel like it's you know, like an American car again? Like you're over
No,
there?
yes and no. I mean, the first like 15 feet was like
shit.
well, yeah, it's like you're not used to it.
Right.
Probably when I go to hit the brake, because I'm a horrible passenger seat rider, that'll probably be the worst part. And the exhaust note is way different with the hood exit versus exiting out the rear or
It's
just
a lot more just.
yeah. It's
throaty.
a lot more, yeah, a lot more throaty.
Yeah. And that's a 3-inch.
We'll definitely have to put a cruise together once I get my car tuned. And I'll have to come up your way or you'll have to come down my way.
Absolutely.
And we'll have to do a cruise of us cruising. And we'll have to compare exhaust notes. Of this thing, it shifts nice, it rides smooth.
Like I said earlier on this one, she's a bit laggy. It takes forever to get to the top of the third, so my tuner thought that maybe somebody at one point changed the rear diff ratio, something along that lines. He said also the big meaty tires rob me of horsepower. The 3-inch intercooler piping robs me of a little bit of power because instead he said it'd probably perform a lot better with 2.5. It's just sucking in way too much air for what it is.
Yeah, I went with a 5-inch intercooler and 3.5-inch intercooler piping from the intercooler out, and then I think it was 2.5 all the way up to the intercooler on my car, and I can't wait to get out and rip it.
Just to know how fast it goes. It ain't nothing fucking superior, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm doing out here doing 180 miles an hour, but I'm sure it's quick for what it is.
Yeah, I definitely like it. It's definitely a head turner.
Yeah, she's definitely fun. Thing is getting asked so many questions about the car, you know, and my favorite response is when someone pulls up and they're like, hey, you know you're on the wrong side, and I'm like, no, technically I'm on the right side, and they love it.
Especially when you go through a drive-thru. I went through a drive-thru backwards one time in my blue Skyline.
Yeah, that's the best.
And they called the cops on me.
I never have them call the cops. I always just get the oohs and the ahs, and everybody comes to the window like, oh my god, it's a Skyline, you know, like the whole, oh my god, it's a Supra.
Yeah.
But which I had somebody call it a Supra once, and I was like, wrong make and model, buddy. But it's fun, like I said, for what it is. Do I wish that it was quicker? Absolutely. Everybody wishes their car's quicker. But like I said in the very beginning, I built it not for horsepower. I built it because I wanted to slide it. And I still want to, you know what I mean? It's just not going to be one of those things that's what it's strictly built for anymore. If I want to send it sideways, I'll kick it sideways. If, you know, I want to get down and dirty with it, I'll get down and dirty with it. But more or less, it's just one of them cars that I just love to drive. If I could daily and it was nice enough every day, I would. And no, it's not one of those, I mean, it's nice enough if it's raining. I really can't drive it in the rain. One, I don't know if my trunk seals all the way. Never tested it yet. And two, I got a hood stack, obviously. So that doesn't comply with water
And white paint.
right, which I don't care about getting it dirty. It's just dirt, you know what I mean? That's one thing, but I just don't want to ruin my turbo because I got maybe 7 inches of pipe before it dumps right into the turbo. So to me, that's kind of pointless. I'll just wait for a nice day and beat the absolute piss out of this thing. Hey, thanks for tuning in to Adventures with Vehicles, and he'll catch you on the next one.
Hopefully you enjoyed this build. You'll see this car in the future. We're going to do some Nissan Cruises, some Skyline Cruises, and I'm going to have them out to the shop, and we'll do a complete rundown from nut to bolt, from taillight to headlight on this thing, the complete build, breakdown on it. So there'll be a secondary video on this probably this fall. We'll have them come out towards the end of the season when everybody's getting ready to tear down their cars. But stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one as much as I did, and we'll catch you with the next one.